Bruh. I'm about to talk about something controversial. Do black men really got options like that? Like, for real, for real? And I'm going to have to say no. We don't got options like that. Specifically here in America. When it comes to the dating, we don't. We have limited options, but we don't got options like that compared to like the dude bros. It makes no sense because we're considered low on the bottom of the totem pole socially, especially socially. It's this stigma, social stigma of black men, and this whole thing where Mr. Clean, he's seen as the top tier guy on top of the food chain, resources, status, privilege. So he has all the options. And I'm not saying we losing the game. I'm just saying it for the reality. I'm just speaking reality for what it is. In reality, we got a limited set of options. Let's just keep it a buck. Black men, we're just not getting any old women that we want unless we just got money. We're making a lot of money like that. You know, I'm talking about making like 6 figures, 7 figures. Other than that, the average black dude, we ain't getting any old woman that we want for the most part. And I'm talking specifically like Gen Y millennials and Gen Xers. We're not just getting any old women that we want, like for real, for real. We're just getting in where we fit in. Let's keep it a buck. We getting in where we fit in. We going to where we're celebrated, not to where we're tolerated. And let's keep it a buck in America, specifically in America, that there's a limited set of women that celebrates us instead of tolerates us. Let's just keep it a buck, man. I'm sorry, I can't fake the funk. I gotta keep it real on the subject. And I know a lot of guys can show a lot of pictures of brothers, specifically here in America, with women, and that's cool and all, and that's facts. But at the end of the day, it kind of gives the illusion that, you know, black men in general, we got all these options. Like, we got as much options as our white male counterparts, which is not even not the truth. Yeah, we got options. They're limited, but not as much as these dude bros. And this is not trying to throw insults or digs at black men and say that we're not worth anything. Black men are not worth anything. That's not what I'm trying to say. And anybody who watches my videos know that I go above and beyond to defend black men. I'm saying, like, compare and contrast to these dude bros out here. Like, they got the most options. Because, you know, a lot of these pictures that we can see of brothers with these women, and specifically here in America, a lot of those are just individuals. Because most brothers don't even date out. Most brothers stay within their own domain, just like most people in generally stay within their own domain. So it's only like a handful of brothers out there exercising their options like that, specifically in America. And we still only got like limited options. So just imagine if 60% of the black male population said, let's just exercise our options. It's going to be real competitive. Let's just keep it a buck. It's going to be real competitive. Because there's not a whole bunch of options. It's not a crap load of options. It's there. I mean, the numbers are still high when you average out the numbers, but I'm talking about compare and contrast. Like, if you compare it to the dude, bro, Mr. Clean, it's like his power level is over 9,000, while, you know, your power level is equal to Radis. And, you know, I remember even Mad Bus Driver, he talked about this. He talked about how some Chinese dude said that only like 1% of Chinese women would date a black dude, specifically there in China. And Mad Bus Driver was like, okay, that's still a high number if you do the numbers. 1% of 1 billion, 100 million is such and such. So that's still options. Yeah, that is still options. Because there's only like a select few of brothers that's like dating out anyways, and brothers who choose to go that mooling route. So the numbers get even less. So there's plenty of options for brothers who decide to go that route. Because there's only a small amount of us who will go that route anyways. You know, with mooling, young Hinata. So at the end of the day, you do the math, it's still kind of like a high number, and it's still no options for brothers. But I'm saying is that like the percentage of women we get from each of these cultures is not high. It's not even a quarter. It's less than a quarter. I say that black men generally we're able to get 10 to 18% of white women in this country. I'm just keeping it 100. For Hispanic, I say less than 18%. I say about a good 10, 12%. No, about 12, 13%. Then for the Asians, I say about a good 5, 8%. Specifically here in America. Because I know a lot of guys got mad at me or got upset at me for talking about this particular topic. About, you know, propaganda, you know, anti-blackness, or how people perceive you through negative stereotypes and negative images. A couple of guys on the Discord had got upset with me for talking about that particular issue, and so I got taken out of context. They made it seem like I was coming at them when I said let's not basically dilute ourselves from reality. I said that, but I didn't say it in the way that a couple guys claim I said it. I didn't say it as an insult or to take shots at people. I was just trying to make a point. And then a couple guys took what I said and blew it out of proportion. And, you know, I seen a couple of comments on some of Mad Bus Driver's video when a couple of people try to bring those factors up when it comes to like the dark side of interracial dating. Dude, people act like they don't care. They trying to be dismissive. But you can't be dismissive of that. That's important. Because it just doesn't affect you. It can affect your child. If you decide to have a child with the woman you with. They can end up being messed up because they heard something they wasn't supposed to. And I seen Mad Bus Driver's videos. I noticed that a lot of his videos, he's showing a lot of Gen Zs in IR dating, mainly with white chicks. You know, I don't see a whole bunch of Latinas or a whole bunch of Asians. I mean, he'll show a few Latinas here and there. He'll show one or two token Asian, token Blasian couple here and there. And it's hard to tell where those pictures are coming from. If they come specifically here in America, or are they coming from a different country. I'm talking about specifically in America. But IR Day is becoming more accepting in Gen Z. Compare and contrast to Gen Y and Gen X. Especially Gen X, but it's crazy in Gen X. And Gen Y has always been open. My generation has always been open, but it can be better. Gen Z taking that to another level though. I'm not even gonna front. And the rabbit hole goes deeper. If you get all the options and average them up together, it seems like a lot, but in reality, the brothers who want to participate in that market, they're going to have to compete against each other for those women. And let's just keep it a buck. Some guys are not going to make the cut. It's like this analogy that I got from somebody that I really like. This analogy is that you put 100 women on an island and then you put 100 men on that same island. Most of those guys are not going to make the cut. Most of those guys out of that 100 is not going to make the cut. I say it'll be about 40 of those guys out of 100 that's going to have access to all 100 women. And you guys going to have to excuse because I'm outside making this video. Oh my goodness, bro. These cars are so annoying. People need to sit their ass down. Bro. And the rabbit hole goes even deeper because the options that we do have, depending on what your mind state is, your mindset that you're going to have to weed out some of these women. Seriously. Now, I see what Chris O is talking about. Like, we the amusement part, like black people, especially black men, we like the amusement part. And a lot of people just BBC chasers, and that's a fact. A lot of these women, not all, but a good amount of them, man, they're just BBC chasing. They're just chasing after the BBC and fetishizing black men. And some brothers don't mind that as long as they get theirs. As long as they get their white cakes, as long as they get their tiger cakes, etc., etc. But you're gonna have to weed out basically half the women that you can get access to. You're gonna have to weed them out because they just want the pikeman. That's it. They don't want to. Some of them don't want to be seen with you out in public. Don't want to introduce you to her friends and family. None of that. Being in a serious long-term relationship. Some of them just want the pipe. They want that black rod of God, as Mad Buster, I would say. That black rod of destruction. And then here's the rabbit hole. The rabbit hole goes even deeper. Is that even if some of them are serious, you're still gonna have to weed some of them out, because some of them get ran through by other bunch of guys. Now all of a sudden they're ready to be serious, or they wait till they're like a certain age. Now all of a sudden they're done having their fun. They want to come to a black dude, and I think that's like one of the most. Oh my goodness, these cars are annoying. But that's one of the ultimate disrespect. Some of these shits, they get ran through by their male counterparts or by dude, bro. Then they want to come to a brother. Then they want to give a brother a chance after that was part of the Chad's concubine. And I feel this way. I've been feeling this way about the devil for years. Like it's a no-brainer. Like, you want to throw brothers on the bus and do all the squirrel, and then when it doesn't work out, or you get tossed aside like trash. Now you want to come back to the brothers. I want a brother again. Nah, man, stay over there with them boys. I feel the same way with these Asian chicks, bro. Like, I understand why some white guys feel the way they feel about black guys. Like, once they figure out that a white chick's been with a black dude, the white dude don't want to really deal with her like that. You know, I understand why. It's because of the whole competitive thing. Like, We know this is the stereotype of the black sexual prowess, right? The myth of the BBC, right? I'm not saying that it's a 100% myth. I'm saying a lot of it's blown out of extreme proportion. Like we just walking around with these baseball bats, hanging laying down, elephant like that's not even true. Not saying that we smile like that. I'm saying that no, it's been overly exaggerated. So you looking at that, you got that kind of mindset, and then you find out that Becky, Princess Peaches, Daisy, being with a black dude is like I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to compete. You damaged goods. Like no, I kind of feel the same way about these white guys, like specifically with these. I like with these Asian chicks, bro, cause of the whole white worship and stuff. Like if I found out that an Asian dated white dudes, being white dudes, like I don't want to get with her. It's like you're damaged good, you're tainted. Cause you gotta watch out for some of them too. Cause I'm kind of looking at them at the same way I look at these dabblers. Like I got my defense mechanism wall up. Got my red pill radar, my savage radar, anti-dagger radar up with them too, to a degree. Specifically here in America. There ain't no way I'm about to take that option. I'm not about to take that deal, man. Cause a lot of these shit they get poured out. By Brad and Chad. They be part of they be part of Brad Chad's concubine. They hear him, and when Brad and Chad throw them away like a used condom, or treat them like a Plan B pill. When they get tired of not getting taken serious because they can't get that status, this, that, and the third, they getting tired of that and they getting up in age because they want a child and they want companionship. Now they want to come to a brother. Some of them, it's like they on that Jing Ma shit. Dude bro first and then dark meat on the side, right? I got too much worth in myself. I can't go down like that. Ain't no way. I'm playing second fiddle to Mr. Clean. I'm not doing that. I feel like they spitting in your face when they do something like that. I just rather them call me the N-word and then just do that. Don't come to me after you got done getting slutted out, being part of his concubine. Now you want to come to me? No. I'm good. Stay over there with them boys. Stay over there. Don't come over here. I really don't got issues with Latinos. I'm starting to take more of an interest in them lately. And I'm not taking white women out of the table. I just ain't been craving white women like I used to when I was really younger. Like when I was in my teenagers, the early 20s. I've been more on the bandwagon of wanting to get with a woman of color. So you're going to have to weed out even some of the people that were serious, even some of the women who are serious, who want a serious relationship, a long-term relationship. Because some of them, like half of them, they just want a long-term relationship, especially if they come into a black dude. They just want a long-term relationship because it couldn't work out with a white dude. So now they want to give a black dude a chance. And I say don't take that deal because it's disrespectful as hell. Because you only went to that white dude because of a white worship thing. You trying to get some of that white status and stuff like that. Now you want to get with a brother, and that's any female. Your squirrel fantasy didn't work out, so now you want to get back with a brother when it comes to the ebony females. No, you stay over there. Yeah, if Consuelo on that shit too, she gonna get that work too. Nah, Consuelo, you stay over there. You stay over there. You be they maid. Let them pipe you down. And you get a baby out of there. Now and they ain't gonna take care. They gonna kick you and that baby to the curb. Don't come over here, Consuelo. If that's what you want to. Mainland, no black man, no black man. A few years later, after dealing with dude, bro, slutting her out and stuff, ain't really taking her serious. Oh, black men, I love black men. Nah, stay over there. No, you don't. Stay over there. It's like, I feel like, if I get with him, I'm being intimate with Chad. If I kiss them in the mouth, I'm kissing Chad. This is how I feel when it comes to that. Like, I'm that far in the rabbit hole. I'm that deep in the rabbit hole when it comes to that. And by the way, you still got some semen on your left cheek. Here you go. Here's a comrade. You can wipe it off right there. No, on my left. There you go. Yeah, man. I got 0 F's. I get 0 F's, man. I'm going in. There's a lot of people you got to weed out, even with the options you have. And here's a deal breaker for me as well. Like, if you wasn't considering a brother when you was in high school or at least in college, I can't kick it with you. You next. I'm nexting you. Even with the options, the limited options that we have, it might seem like a high number, but in reality, you're gonna have to do a lot of weeding out. A lot of weeding is gonna have to happen, especially if you're serious. For real, you trying to find a quality Stargate, build a family, be in Pleasantville. You're gonna have to do a lot of weeding out, cause a lot of females are trifling, dude. Specifically here in America, a lot of them are trifling. I gotta give a shout out to Chris O because he been talking about this for years, man. He got a point. And it's unfortunate that he had to sacrifice himself to expose reality for what it is, to expose the other side of the conversation, to show people, what's really going on out here. If you really want, I was just like that. I'm like, if you want to turn that 1 to like 10, 18%, all the way up to like 25, 30, 40%, you're going to have to go to another country, my guy. You're going to have to get that passport and travel because, Sidney Jones had a point when he said that culture matters. Culture does matter, values matter, and I think image matters. I know some guys don't like when I say that, but I that's just how I feel. I feel like your image matters as well. Because some people say, well, if you have values, it'll go past any negative stereotype that's been placed. And I agree with that. But a lot of guys are not getting what I was saying. A lot of you guys don't get it. Is that the fact that you have to go through this, like you have to talk, you have to be able to present yourself a certain way so that people will say, hey, this guy isn't bad, not that bad. I thought he was this way because I saw this. He's actually a good guy. I'll introduce him to my friends or introduce this guy to my friends and family. I even hooked this guy up with some female friends that I know of, some female siblings or female cousins. He's a good dude. The fact that you have to go through that proves my point, is because look at these other guys and these other people in these countries. they're not interact. They don't have black people to interact like that. The only thing they go off on is what they see off TV or what they see off, social media or something like that, or celebrities like Michael Jackson. Is there like black celebrities, black singers, or these negative images on TV? That's what they got to go off when it comes to black people, specifically black men, thinking that every black man is supposed to be good at basketball or something like that. And that's why I say media matters, image matters. It does matter. That's how you gonna create propaganda. Propaganda uses images. It's like when Malcolm X said, the media will turn the good guy into a bad guy. It'll have you believe that the bad guy is the good guy. It matters. I don't care what anybody says. People can get mad all they want. It matters. Yes, like a lot of the negative images, stereotypes and stigma about black men, it goes out the window once people get to know you as an individual and they see your work, your values, or your personality, so you're not a bad guy. Yes, it goes out the window, but the fact that you have to go through that in the first place speaks high value. And sometimes, even if you do present yourself as an individual and have values in that, some people, it's not going to change their mind what they feel about you. Some people just, no matter what you do, you're just going to be no more than an N-word to them. That's just how it is. Look at them Africans when they got kicked out of those they got kicked out of their own homes down there in China during that COVID. So did the Africans not have values? And here's the kicker, the rabbit hole. On Dubro, he'll get the benefit of the doubt until he starts showing his ass. If he go to another country and try to interact with somebody, they don't think he's just and that. Just like these images on the media, think he a bad guy or anything like that. He thug, no good deadbeat dad. People don't think about that when they enter a white folk. When they first enter a white folk, they don't think about these stereotypes with them. They think about them as an individual until they start showing their ass. Black people, specifically black men, we don't have that same luxury. It's the stereotypes first, the negative images first, when we interact with them. But as soon as they see us as an individual, when we present ourselves, then it's you're an individual. You're not that way. You're not a thug, nothing like that. I'm saying that a lot of people already had these certain things in their minds before they interact with you, before they see you as an individual, as a dude who got values and stuff. They only take that out of their heads when they get a chance to get to know you. Then they see you as a guy, they got values and stuff. No, he's a family man. He's a good guy. He's not a thug, nothing like that. That's what I was talking about. I feel like a lot of guys didn't get where I was coming from. And the part of me, you know what? That's like an angel side and a devil side of me. Just like on these cartoons, they self-conscious. Tom and Jerry, when he's trying to make a good decision or a bad decision, that's like an angel version of him on the left, and then that's like a devil version of him on the right. It's kind of like that for me. The angel side of me is saying, yo, maybe I should take responsibilities for this. Because maybe I should have articulated myself better. And the other side of me is saying, yo, screw that. I did articulate myself. I thought I articulated myself well enough for people to try to understand where I was coming from. I wasn't trying to be cutthroat or say that black men ain't doing this and that. I'm just trying to explain reality for what it is. It seems like a couple of guys took what I said out of context and blew it out of proportion because I dare question things. I dare try to question some notions out here. And I'm sure there's a lot. There was a lot of brothers out here who's talking about the same stuff I'm talking about. And they telling you the same thing. Kel Cat telling you the same thing. Chris O's telling you the same thing. Even Hardcore Tito, Jim Tito to a degree is telling you the same thing. Really, if you on his Patreon, he talked about Mexican women. Even the Mad Bus Driver was talking like that. In some of his videos on YouTube, and then you go on his Patreon, he made the videos about the image of black men, how these racists controlling media. They were putting out these negative stereotypes, these negative images of black men, showing us as like minstrels and stuff. The big red lips and super black skin with round eyes. Y'all better go look. Y'all better go subscribe to their Patreon. Mad Bus Driver, Hardcore Tito. They got some good content on there. I would like Mad Bus Driver to start putting on some more content, consistent content. I give Hardcore Tito some credit. He does make consistent content. Every 2 weeks, he'll make like 2-3 videos. Shout out to General Tito and Mad Bus Driver. And to be honest, I like Mad Bus Driver. I would like him to make some rabbit hole series, man. Just go deep in the rabbit hole. The dark side is why it's being like deep into the rabbit hole. What's really going on out here? Like these women are going to certain swinger clubs and getting brothers down there, like that type of stuff. Or certain websites to go in to really get it on the pocket. I know Mad Bus Driver got some connects. Come on, man. Go on Patreon, dispose of that stuff. I want that hardcore SYSBM content. So basically, yeah, it might seem we have a lot of options, but in reality, you average everything together, and then you average the black men who participate in that arena, and then you gotta do a lot of weeding out, because not every brother's gonna make the cut, and depending on how serious a brother is, not every woman's gonna make the cut. Cause there's a lot of women you're gonna have to weed out, and the numbers gets lower. The option really gets lower once you start doing the weeding out. It's getting to the point where you got to go overseas, and no one can look at this video and try to go in on me, try to hurt my feelings or anything like that, and say you bugging, you don't know what you're talking about. Because if that was a fact, a lot of black men wouldn't be talking about getting their passport and leaving this country if that was the case. Yeah, there's a lot of black men saying, yo, we winning out here, we winning out here. Yeah, we still winning, we still got options. There's limited options, but we still got options. We can still get ours. Our black ride or die on wet. We still got some options here in America, but I'm saying if you compare it to these white dudes, compare and contrast. Just what I'm saying. I'm coming from the position of compare and contrast. Now, I'm not saying that we don't got no options. I'm not trying to be on that pro-black shit. Oh, you black men don't got no options. You black men just that. No, that's not what I'm on. You guys get the bottom of the barrel. You guys don't get the pick of it. There is some truth to that. I'm not even gonna cap. It's not in the way that you think. We don't have the pick of the litter. White dudes got the pick of the litter because they the top guys here in America. But what I mean by we don't got to pick a litter, that's not me saying that we can't get a bad chick, we can't get a beautiful chick. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is that we don't got to pick a litter. It just, what I mean by that is that we got limited options. We're getting the straps. Let's just be honest. We're just getting in where we fit in. Most black men, we're getting in where we fit in. We're going where we're wanted, not where we're tolerated. If there's chicks that's in the black men, that's where we go. Cause not every chick, not every female is gonna be in the black men. Not every white, Latino, or Asian female is gonna be into black men like that. And I'm gonna say most of them are not into black men. We got a handful of them. I mean, it seems like a lot, but in reality, most of them are not into black men. And if we entertain that, let's just say I entertain that and say that half each of these women are into black men, like 50% white women, 50% Latino, 50% of Asian women, specifically in America. They just want the BBC. A lot of them just want the BBC and that's it. And they want it on the low. And that's it. Yeah, there's going to be like a handful of them that want a serious relationship that actually into us like that. I mean, it's still a lot. That's still options. It's still a lot. It's still some options. But once you factor in other factors like competing and natural selection, because not every guy is going to make the cut. And then you got to weed out the women that's not necessarily serious. Or if they are serious, that's only because, things didn't work out with their male counterpart or didn't work out with white zaddy. Now they want to come to a brother. You got to have to weed them out too. The number gets lower. I'm trying to tell you dudes, man, it's the rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm not trying to discourage people doing the IR thing because I've been doing that my whole life. And I still do it. I still mess with these chicks. And sometimes, look, it can just depend on your environment. Because you can be in an environment where, things are being reciprocated. Like, I'm from South. I'm from the South, specifically South Carolina. Ain't nothing but interracial dating down here. Especially like between black men and white women. Yo, brothers got it good here in South. When it comes to dating white women and white girls. Brothers got a solid, brothers are solid when it comes to dating Hispanics here in the South. Asians, on the other hand, that's rare, bro. I've never seen a black dude with an Asian here in South Carolina. Only seen like two occasions. One was a friend I used to play ball with, a Blasian friend I used to play ball with, and another one was like a cousin of mine. He's Gen Z though. I'm Gen Y. And that's it. Like the Gen Z, these little Asian girls, when I do see them, they either with their male counterpart or they with these white boys. Including like the Gen Z, like Gen X, like these older Asian women. I be seeing them with white dudes, bro. Like it's not getting reciprocated here in the South. Maybe I'm not in the right area. Cause there's a bunch of cities here in South Carolina. There's a bunch of counties and cities here in South Carolina. So maybe I'm not looking at the right places. That could be a possibility. I know it's more common there in San Francisco and LA. It's way more common there compared to here in the South. But it's like, man, you can weed some of that shit out. Cause some of them, they're just there for the BBC or they're just dating around. They're experimenting, trying to get the BBC experience. Cause yeah, I almost forgot. We don't. What I forgot to say this, that sometimes that Chris said this before, but sometimes they can. Someone will get with a black dude, get that BBC experience, and then after they get it out of their system, go back to their male counterpart, go back to a white dude, and flex like they ain't never been with a black dude before. I forgot to mention that. But hey, again, sometimes things can depend on your environment. So, this is all I wanted to say. Let me know what you think. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's cool. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. I really want to know everybody's perspective. And I'm out.